I'm Andy.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Jack.
And together we've spent the last year restoring our steel sailing yacht.
Over the last year we've done most of the big metal work and welding.
Most of the painting.
And over this winter we're working on whatever jobs we can fit around the terrible weather here in North Wales.
Once she's ready to float, we'll be setting off to sail around the world as a family.
Come along with us on this epic journey.
So what I'm up to today is prepping the steel behind these panels, and both on the ceilings, the walls, and on the deck head in preparation for painting. There's still some welding to do, as you know, putting the chain plates in, but that has to wait until a nicer day. Today it's absolutely freezing outside, blowing a gale, so we can't work anything outside, but there's plenty to do indoors. So I'm not going to remove all of this pink insulation in one go, because then I'd forget where it all goes and I wouldn't be able to put it back. But the way that we're doing this is, as I've said before, we're using the pink insulation slabs, which are put up simply just wedged in place. When we've finished everything, I'm going to be using a spray foam, which is a closed cell spray foam, to adhere these in place to stop moisture getting in behind them and to stop vibration and what have you. But for now, let's take this panel out and start prepping the steel behind it.
I've barricaded myself into Jack's aft cabin to start prepping the steel and just brighten out in here so we can see what we're doing, and just tackle the little, I'm sliding down into the bilge, to tackle the little bits of rust. They're very, I'll just show you, they're very sort of little, you can see, little specks, not corrosion. It's just, obviously if it got left like that then it would get worse, but it's they're just little bits.
As you can see here, there's all the old cork tiles which were the original insulation. I'm not removing them all because they've done a really good job. They've done well for 40 years. They don't match up well to modern insulation, but they have protected the steel. And everywhere that we've removed the cork tiles, we've found that the steel behind them has been in perfect condition. So we don't actually feel that removing them is beneficial. So I'm not going to be removing these. I'm only going to be taking off the bits that aren't adhered. If it comes off easily, I'm removing it. If it's stuck fast, I'm leaving it. So we've come to the boat today with an idea that we thought would work. It's freezing cold and it's windy. So we thought, that's okay, we'll do work inside the boat. So we've gone down our list of jobs. Melissa's been working in the aft cabin and I've just been having a little go with the grinder in there. And I've been here in the saloon removing old bits of cork and sicca and prepping panels. And the net result is we're finding that this type of work kicks up an awful lot of dust. We've tried pinning up tarpaulins and we've tried protecting areas of the boat, and it's just not working. So what we actually have found out today is that what we thought was a good indoor job for a rainy, blustery, windy day is actually not suitable for a rainy, blustery, windy day and needs to be done on a warm day with no wind, when we can open all the hatches and open all the doors and get the boat nicely aired, and then we can kick up as much dust as we like, and it'll settle, and then we can sweep it all up. So we're having a coffee and having a rethink, a little bit dejected because we thought we'd got a good plan for the day and we'd got some good work that we could crack on with, and it turns out that our idea for today is not suitable and needs to be left until a still, warm, windless, rainless day. So we're up here in the forepeak, preparing to put up the insulation and the ceiling panels and what have you, and we've just removed some more of the wall panels, and it really has got me annoyed because This is a water filler pipe for one of the water tanks, and this is a water filler pipe for the other, and behind it there's a vent for the water tank, and behind that there's a vent, which is a fantastic idea, and it's all quality stuff. But he's put these wall panels on and then bonded them on with some really decent quality marine grade Sikaflex or glue of some sort. But it's just so lacking in forward thinking, because there is no way to service these pipes at all to get to the Jubilee clips or a split pipe or anything without physically ripping the panel off the wall and destroying the lovely teak panelling in the process. Just so annoying. I want to talk a little bit about insulation. So the boat was originally insulated in cork tiles, and what we've discovered is they're incredible. They've done a fantastic job of protecting the steel, and everywhere we've pulled the cork tiles off, we've discovered that the metalwork underneath has been fantastic. So now we're kind of leaving them on unless we see something really obvious. What we're going for is a kind of mixed insulation method. This is a closed cell slab foam, which is fantastic because you can cut it with a knife and you can fit it around panels and cover a lot of square footage very quickly. Spray foam, generally out of a can, the stuff you buy aerosol, is not closed cell and it's not suitable for a boat. But I found this product, which is called Geocell Great Stuff, and it is a closed cell foam. Now, because it's in aerosol form, it wouldn't be cost effective to do the whole boat in it, because this stuff comes in at about £10 per can, 60 quid for 6 cans or something like that, plus the cleaner. We can't afford to have the whole boat done by a professional company. For a start, we'd have to remove all the furniture, all the bulkheads and the walls and all the furniture, and we'd have to get a guy to come in and spray it with a professional system. We don't have the money, and we don't want to strip the boat out to that extent. So what we're doing is we're using the slab foam on the walls, which has been bought for us by Tim, and he's bought enough for us to do the whole boat. We're fantastically grateful. And then we're spraying around each panel with the spray foam to adhere the slab foam in place and to seal it, stop condensation getting behind it. And it means that if we ever need to get the panel out, we just slice round with a Stanley blade and pull the piece out to do some repairs. And this isn't bonded all over to the hull. It might be a rubbish idea, but I think it's going to work quite well. So I've been insulating the pilot, the forepeak, as you can see, and I'm just going to start by spray foaming around the panels in the ceiling. Let's see how we get on. You're probably wondering why I'm not going to do this panel, or the two at the front the other side. And it's because I've got some more welding to do in the anchor locker, so I'm not going to bond these ones in until I've finished the welding in the anchor locker. So this is what the four-peak looks like now. We've got the pink foam up, we've got the spray foam in. I'm just letting that harden off so I can trim it down to put the panelling up. The pieces at the front there, I haven't adhered in with the spray foam because I'm going to take them out again when I come to do the last little bits of welding in the chain locker when the weather improves. And then there's a couple of bits down here which I haven't done yet because I don't want to open another can of spray foam, because once you open it you've got to use the whole lot, and that's fine for now. Next time I do some spray foaming somewhere else, I'll spray foam that one in as well, so I can use up a whole can, rather than use half a can on what's left over and then throw half a can away. So that's that bit for now. Melissa has been out at the hardware store buying some timber, and we've got some panelling and stuff to do now. So I'm just cutting down the foam where it's kind of expanded outwards so that we can put the panelling up. I'm not doing it everywhere. Some places it just doesn't need doing, but it's just fantastic for creating a nice seal between the pink polystyrene, the pink insulation, and the frameworks. So it's just expanded beautifully. But the stuff that I've used, by the way, is very low expansion. So it's not a high expanding foam. And when you cut into it, it doesn't end up with lots of cavities like an aero bar. It's just nice solid foam, just like this.
50% expansion.
Yeah, it's 50%. So yeah, fantastic stuff. I'm really, really pleased. I missed a bit there. As I'm cutting away, I'm finding little bits I've missed, so it's not a bad job to do.
Got a ceiling in the four-peak.
We do. It's going to fall on my head in a minute.
Can you even hold it?
Possibly. There'll be plenty of trim strips to hold this up afterwards.
Yeah. Around the hatch and stuff.
So the ceiling is panelled, the walls, so the deck head is panelled, the ceilings are panelled, there's going to be cupboards built here and the same on the other side, so there's some more work to do there. And the lights in the deck head go on and off with a simple little switch in the deck head there. And we've also got these goosenecks, which we're going to fit more of tomorrow or over the next couple of days. But this is now insulated out nicely, and we can go to bed. So good night for now.
So Andy's had to go off today, so I am carrying on with the four-peak. My first job is to template and make the window surrounds. So here is starboard window, I think I'm going to start on. I need to template this the panels that we removed from here disintegrated and broke when we took them down, so I haven't got templates. So I was really lucky in the pilot house. All the window surrounds that came down were intact enough for me to draw around them. So this is the first time I've ever made a template to go around a window. So I've got a piece of cardboard, the insulation box cardboard, which is handy. It's about the same size as my piece of wood. So I'm going to measure it and draw it on here first, because I don't want to cut the wood before I've made sure a template fits, because I don't trust my measurements that well. So, moment of truth. Will it fit? First time round, I'm betting no. Not far off.
For perfection. The King of Prussia liked the taste of Angostura, so we're in fine company. Nicht wahr? Through the port lights, the blue ocean rolls. To regain my equilibrium and to stop my wife from rolling her eyes, I made the cockpit cushions.
It fits! It fits! Where's that side? It's a bit wobbly around the window, but it's going to have some wooden trim on it anyway. Well, it's in. It's not perfect, but I'm hoping that the beading that we'll put on the joins, which we're going to put on anyway, will cover my little wobbly bits. There it is. I'm just going to paint them to seal them for now, and then that'll be it for this project for the time being, because I've run out of vinyl. Need to get some more. And obviously window trim and stuff, which isn't important, but we needed to get the insulation in. There you go, it's white for now. Obviously it needs the vinyl on it when I get some, but looks a bit better. As you can see, a little error there, but there's going to be some trim along there anyway.
So that's the end of another episode, guys. You saw us last week putting the beginnings of this board up, and we've got this kind of system now where we've got essential, desirable, essential, important, desirable. So red is essential, amber is important, and green is desirable. So this episode we've mostly been working in the 4-peak, as you've noticed. So we're going to start taking stuff off the 4-peak column over there and putting them over here in the either doing or done list. So what have we done? What's item number 1 on there?
Treat rust around port lights.
Right. That's actually really should be a red one, but done. That's done. Next one.
Insulate the deck head.
Insulate the deck head.
That should have been red.
That should have been red, but it's done.
Insulate the walls and ceiling. Should have been red.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, that's done.
Deck head, plywood and vinyl.
Deck head, plywood and vinyl. Is that done or doing?
It's done, isn't it?
Done. Yes, it is actually. Yeah, that's done.
LED downlights.
LED downlights done.
Gooseneck light we're doing.
The gooseneck lights are doing. So we have not finished fitting them. So they go in doing here. Oh, that's the 4-peak actually, isn't it? What else have we got?
And then I think the last one is the plywood and vinyl round the windows. I've done the plywood.
Yeah, so plywood's done.
But need to do the vinyl.
Need to do the vinyl-y bit. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jobs done in just over a day.
What's left? 1, 2,
There's
3,
loads, Jack.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15 jobs left to do in the 4-peak.
Just wanted to say thank you to all our new subscribers and everyone that's watched the last couple of videos. They've done really well, so we're kind of overwhelmed with the response. So thank you for that.
Yeah, and if we've not managed to reply to you in the comments, do bear with us. There's been so many comments that we just haven't been able to reply to everyone, but we will. We love reading them, and we will reply to you all as we possibly can.
Yeah.
So,
Guess that's it.
Guess that's
Guess that is it.
See you all next week on Sailing Melody. Bye for now.
Bye. Thanks so much for watching.
Remember, you can follow our Instagram and Facebook pages for news and updates.
You can support us on Patreon and Coffee.
And you can get our new Sailing Melody shirts and merchandise by clicking the pictures under the video or clicking the links in the video description.
And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell and give the video a thumbs up. We will see you very soon. Andy,
Melissa
and Captain Jack.